Support the Duck Lord by hitting those like and subscribe buttons. Ready? On to the show. Well, folks, pop the champagne and cue the Ewok celebration music. Kathleen Kennedy is finally packing her bags and leaving Lucasfilm. After what feels like an eternity of misguided creative choices, shattered fan dreams, and enough production disasters to fill a Death Star trash compactor, the woman who helmed Star Wars into a nosedive is stepping aside. And honestly, the only thing more surprising than her tenure lasting this long is the fact that she didn't cast herself as the next Jedi Messiah before leaving. Let's be fair for a moment. Kennedy is a powerhouse producer. Her resume before Star Wars was impressive, with classics like E.T., Jurassic Park, and Indiana Jones under her belt. Now, let's be honest.
Who can kill an IP?
Who can kill an IP?
Star Wars at its end.
Star Wars at its end.
My whole job was easy because I work for genius men. Kimmy can. Oh, Miss Kimmy can.
It was whom she worked for. That was the key to her success. What happened when she took the reins of Lucasfilm? Did she find a cursed Sith artifact that granted her unchecked power in exchange for common sense? Maybe she just fundamentally misunderstood the assignment. Whatever the case, her reign will be remembered as one of the most baffling eras in blockbuster history. Kennedy's crowning achievement, if you can call it that, was turning Star Wars from the most beloved franchise in pop culture into an overpriced, convoluted mess of wasted potential. The sequel trilogy started with promise. The Force Awakens wasn't awful, just aggressively familiar. Then The Last Jedi hit like a thermal detonator, dividing fans faster than a lightsaber through butter. And then, in a stunning act of narrative whiplash, The Rise of Skywalker scrambled to undo its predecessor, resulting in a finale so confused it made Jar Jar Binks seem like a well-thought-out character. The biggest question, was there ever a plan? Signs point to absolutely not. Somehow, a billion-dollar franchise was handled with the foresight of a child playing pin the tail on the donkey. Under Kennedy's watch, Star Wars spin-offs became a game of Russian roulette. For every Andor or The Mandalorian, we got, well, The Acolyte. And then there was Obi-Wan Kenobi, a series that somehow made one of the franchise's most iconic characters look like he wandered onto the wrong set. And let's not forget the countless projects that were announced with great fanfare, only to disappear into the ether. Rian Johnson's trilogy never happened. Patty Jenkins' Rogue Squadron? Scrapped. Taika Waititi's Star Wars film, probably being written on bar napkins as we speak. Kennedy had the power to greenlight anything, and she wielded it like a drunk Oprah Winfrey handing out cars. Just when you thought she couldn't cause more chaos, Kennedy got one last swing at Indiana Jones. The Dial of Destiny was so bland it made Kingdom of the Crystal Skull look like Raiders of the Lost... Well, let's just say the Indiana Jones films ended with The Last Crusade. And what was Kennedy's grand plan for Indy? Oh, just having him be a sad, washed-up relic who gets lectured by a spunky new heroine before fading into irrelevance. We haven't seen that before, have we? Now, as she departs, Kennedy leaves behind a legacy of bewildering decisions, frustrated fans, and a franchise that somehow both made billions and alienated its core audience. It's honestly impressive. She took a universe that could have printed money forever and turned it into a cautionary tale that sometimes it takes more than a vagina to produce good results. Will her successor steer the ship back on course? Who knows? But one thing is certain, Kathleen Kennedy's time at Lucasfilm will be studied for years to come. Not as a golden era, but as a masterclass in how to spectacularly squander a beloved franchise. So farewell, Kathleen. May the Force be with you. Somewhere far, far away from any creative control.